Hi, up until now we've looked at existing components. Today we want to upload a customized component. In order to do that, we would need a working space environment, a Docker image file in order to upload an environment, and a JSON definition file to configure the Nimbus system. It might sound a bit complicated, but don't worry, we've got you covered. In this Git repository, what you can see is a workspace environment with the example of the ROS tutorial for the listener and Docker. We're going to wrap it up with a Docker image file, write a JSON definition file, and then upload it to the Nimbus system. As I said before, we've got you covered, so let's go ahead and start. So I've already downloaded the Git repository folder into a local one, and we've actually assembled together 4 different ROS tutorials in this Git repository just to make your life a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and have a look at the Docker CPP file. In this Docker CPP file, we can see that we've included the ROS library, and in the main function, we've initiated a ROS node called a Docker. And this Docker publishes a message to a ROS topic named chatter. So every once in a while, it states the local date and time is, and concatenates the date and time. In contrast, the listener, in the listener CPP file, we can see that we've initiated a ROS node named listener, and it subscribes to the chatter ROS topic. And every time it receives a message, it applies the chatter callback function, which outputs to the ROS output I've heard and the message. And now let's have a look, let's go backwards, and have a look at the Docker file. So this Docker file is a standard Docker file. Okay, what we can see that we've used the environment of ROS Noetic, and we've copied the Catkin workspace into the Docker image, and we've changed the directory into this workspace, and we run the setup. We've actually setting up some environment variables to our shell, and we're compiling our project. Then we're copying this file called an entry point, and finally we're setting up the default parameters for the Docker. And now it's time to build and test our Docker image. Let's open a terminal and let's type sudo docker build -t. Let's call our project example and apply it on our local folder. Let's type the password, and it's compiled. Well, if you're doing it for the first time, you might get a longer output, but since I've already done that and it didn't apply any changes, so it compiled quite quickly. So now we can test it by writing sudo docker run -8 example. And as you can see, the Docker always publishes a message, the date and time is, and we can see that it works. Now let's have a closer look at the JSON files. Let's open the Docker JSON file. And as you can see, it has a name, Nimbus tutorial Docker, and in the environment we can see commands, and in the commands we have ROS launch, beginner tutorials, docker.launch. So where did it came from? If you recall, in the Docker file, the default parameters for execution were ROS launch, beginner tutorials, docker.launch. In our workspace, in the ROS workspace environment, we've always had a launch folder, okay? And there we had the docker.launch and also the listener.launch files that are used upon execution. So this line, ROS launch, beginner tutorials, and docker.launch, is used in the JSON files in the commands. So basically, you don't have to write this file from scratch. You have it in the Git repository, and you also have this file, you have a template for this file in our documentation. Another important thing we can have a look at is the streams. So we have an input stream and an output stream, and since this is a Docker, it has an output stream. And in the output stream, it publishes a message from the ROS topic named chatter, and the type is messages.std messages.string. This is straight from ROS. Let's have a closer look at the JSON file of the listener. So here it is. and it is basically the same file except that we have an input stream since it is a listener. And here we have the same thing. The name is a message, we're listening to the ROS topic named chatter, and this is the type. And now what we want to do is to upload the JSON files into the Nimbus system. So let's go ahead and click on Components. And now let's add a new component. Let's call it a talker. And the category, let's choose an algorithm and test. We can set it to public if we want. And now let's upload the JSON file. So this is the talker.json file, and let's click on Create. And the component is created successfully. Let's add a new component, and let's call it Listener. As before, it is an algorithmic test. Let's upload the JSON and create a new component. Here we go. We have the talker and the listener. Now, let's add a new configuration. Let's create a new configuration for the test robot number 2, and let's call the configuration talker listener example. Let's edit. And let's add the new components. So, algorithms and test, and let's choose the talker. And here it is. We can see that it outputs a string message. Let's add a new component, and this time let's choose the listener. Here it is. And let's connect the output message of the talker into the input message of the listener. So the Nimbus system actually has some man in the middle that transfers the message from the container of the talker into the container of the listener. So let's save the changes and confirm. And now let's deploy it on robot named test2. So this is the robot, test2. We can add a comment if we would like to, and let's confirm. And here it is. And now let's go to the robot. Let's click on test2. And as you can see, we have a talker and a listener components, and they are both active. Let's go to streams, and let's add a new stream viewer, and let's choose text. And here we can add the text message, the talker message, and the listener message. So let's add the talker, add stream, and we can see that with each second it publishes the local date and time. And now let's split the screen in order to add another streaming view. And now that's another stream viewer, and this time the listener. Let's add the stream. And we can see the messages that the listener receives. So what we've done in this chapter is to create a generic listener and talker components. In the next tutorials, we can build upon these components, new customized components for real things like the leader, a laser scan, and other drivers. So see you in the next tutorials.